Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Busola Oradugba, and today I'll be sharing with you 10 life lessons I learned from the book Alchemist. Let us start with a quick background study of what the book Alchemist was all about. So the book Alchemist was all about a young guy, a young Santiago guy who was in the pursuit of his personal legend. So Santiago, who was at the time in a missionary school, but he had to drop out. He pulled out not because he was not brilliant or because he wasn't coping academically. He dropped out because he loved to travel the world, and he knew that by staying in the four corners of a missionary school wouldn't avail him that opportunity. So he had to drop out. He told his parents that he wanted to travel the whole world, and the parents agreed. So he left missionary school to become a shepherd. He became a shepherd because being a shepherd at the time was like the closest way or the easiest way to travel the world. So he got a lot of sheep and he started his journey. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. We are going to have the lessons in two parts. So the first part is going to be about the book and the author himself, and the other part will be about the lessons I picked from the story. So now let's get right into the lessons. Lesson number one I learned from the book Alchemist: keep going, never give up. Keep going, keep moving, don't relent. You don't know what journey you would embark on. You don't know what action you would take. You don't know what thing you would do that will catapult you to your prosperous future. You don't know one thing you would do that would announce you to the whole world. Now let's bring it down to the author of Alchemist. He had written a lot of books before he wrote the book Alchemist, but of course he wrote the book Alchemist and he knew that he had put in a lot of effort in that book. He was 41 and desperate. The first week the book Alchemist was released, it only had one buyer. Just one person purchased the book, and it was really depressing. Of course, when you know you have put in so much effort, you have put in so much energy, when you have poured the whole of you into a particular thing, into a particular business, and it's not doing well, of course it's going to be depressing. So guess what? After he sold one copy in the first week, he did not get another buyer to purchase this book until the next 6 months. Was the first person, the person that bought the initial copy was the person that came back to purchase another one. So the publisher he was using as at the time had to cancel their contract, that you know what, I can't do this with you, I'm breaking up with you. Of course I can't do this with you. And you know what that means? This is a publisher who has published a lot of books, and you understand that when you publish a book, the response should not be just one person coming to purchase. So luckily for him, he found one American man who was willing to translate the book from whatever language it was to English. That would lead me to my next lesson. I know a lot of people say whatever will be will be, and I get it. For you say whatever will be will be. I like to take it a step further. Whatever will be will be, but half of the times you have to pay for whatever will be. Many times you have to put in the work for whatever will be. Now look at Paulo Coelho. At the end of the day, a lot of people started to ask him that, was it that you knew that this book Alchemist was going to do so well? Did you know before that it was going to be a huge success? And he was like, no, I didn't know, I just kept doing my thing. And that was what really helped him, because he didn't stop pushing that book. He did not stop telling more people about it. This book went from selling one copy, 2 copies, to selling 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000. There was even a time that this book Alchemist was found in the New York Times bestseller list. New York Times bestseller list. That's a lot. For many years it was there, and as of today, the book Alchemist has been translated to over 80 languages, because someone did not give up on their dream. So keep going, keep pushing. Whatever will be, yes, but you have to work for whatever will be. So if you have a dream, if you have a particular thing that you're trying to push, if you don't keep pushing, nobody will push it for you. Paulo Coelho, imagine after the publisher told him that, you know what, I'm not doing this again. Imagine you had said, oh, that person is more knowledgeable than me in this business. So if he's forecasting that this book will not do well, who am I to think the book will do well? And he goes back home, and that will be the end of it. Today, I may not have heard the person called Paulo Coelho. This book might not have blessed a lot of people. There was even a time that Bill Clinton was found reading this book at the White House in America. And that was one of the things that catapulted this book to its prosperous future. So keep going, keep moving. You don't know the day you will show up and they will be like, yes, this is the person I'm looking for. And you have always showed up, you'll be like, I've always been here. You wouldn't know until you show up.